What is up, you beautiful gods and goddesses? Welcome back to the Rabbit's Den, where today we're going to be going over update 9.5. Oh my god, Hi-Rez, what are you doing out here with all of these updates? Like, holy shit, this is insane. Okay, first off, we got crazy updates like skins. We got balance updates with the obelisks and gods themselves. They're absolutely getting overhauled. And then we have new things like the jungle is changing around, the obelisk is changing around. Let's get into it, because I don't like to waste time, so you know how it is. All right, first off the bat, we got the new skins coming out. They're looking great. We got the Slipknot combo pack. I'm not really sure what they're really like doing here with that, because I mean, it's Slipknot. I mean, I'm not a huge Slipknot fan. I'm not saying that they're bad, but like, it's a weird combo for Smite, but whatever. We got 3 skins coming out for Rajan. We got 3 skins coming out for Poseidon. And we got 3 skins coming out for Shock. It's looking really good here. Then we got some new other skins coming out for gods. I'm super excited for this Chiron skin, the horsing around. It looks great. Then we got Smite Knight coming out, which is going to bring a whole new slew of adventures, and looks like they're bringing back an old conquest map that I'm really excited to play on again. So we're going to see how that turns out. But let's get into the juicy stuff, the updates, the balance updates that are really going to change the course of the game. We got the obelisk, which is now getting completely overhauled. It's not going to spawn the little Jimmy anymore. Now it's going to spawn these trebuchets that are going to go down and actually be able to hit towers outside of tower range. They're just gonna be able to just lob cannonballs at the towers without actually being hit by the towers. Absolutely insane. I don't know how this is gonna change the game, because they have such a range on them. The 100 meters, units, whatever. I don't know how fucking Smite does their shit. Anyways. But yes, these new trebuchets are going to be really cool. They're also adding a mist to the jungle when you ever take all the obelisks, or whenever you activate the obelisk. It's also going to add some more of that mist factor back into the game, so that way the jungle is going to be a little bit more shrouded. So now we also have all the jungles are increasing health, increasing damage. At least the major camps, the little like guard minions, they are actually getting a little bit of a decrease, but wow, like it's going to be so much harder to take down these camps. Then we have towers getting towers. Oh my god, towers. They're getting overhauled. The Titan's getting overhauled. Phoenix is getting overhauled. They're getting increased health, but more importantly, towers now have 30% pen. Increased pen, not only just on increased pen. They are going to be smacking you so hard. It's going to be so much harder to siege towers. Now, that's something that the community has been wanting for a long time, and oh my god, we're finally getting it. So let's go. Now for items that are getting buffed and debuffed, well, honestly, it's looking like another nerfing out here. All right, we got Berserker Shield. Decreased on the attack, decreased on physical protections, decreased on physical power. We got Shifter Shield, decreased on physical power, decreased on physical protections. We got Gladiators, decreased on physical power. We got Void, decreased on physical protections. It is getting nutty out here. The round of them are with Runic Shield, Ansel, Kazidus Shield, all getting decreased physical power. We got Frostbound Hammer, decreased physical power. We've got Runeforged, decreased physical power. Guess what? We got Sledge, decreased physical power. We got Blackthorn. Guess what happened? Decreased physical power. We got Celestial Legion Helm. Guess what? Decreased physical protections. Didn't see that one coming, did you? No, I was wrong. It's decreased physical power. Then we got Lotus Crown, decreased physical protections. Like, everything is just coming down. It's going to become so much harder to kill people. This game is getting... It's going to be so much slower, but so much more skill-based. As you'd expect, Jade Emperor's Crown, that's getting decreased magical power. It's getting decreased health from 350 to 300. Tyrannical Plate Helm getting nerfed down from magical power from 85 to 70. Void Stone, nerfed. Stone of Fail, nerfed. Stone of Binding, also nerfed. Here we go. Here is the bread and butter. Okay, now, gods, every single god in Smite is now getting an increased base HP increased by 40%. 40%. Okay, so now your tanks that once had 3,000 health, increase that by 40%. That's almost 1,200. Now they're having 4,200 health just roaming around. Oh my God, can somebody please tell me that kin size isn't going to be the best item out there right now? We have increased base HP by level by increased 5%. So not only are they getting the initial base 40%, but then they're getting 5% per level. Can somebody tell me how many percent that would be by level 20? Oh, right. 5 times 20. They're getting 100% more health by the end of the game. Now, not only that, but increased base physical protections already getting increased by 40%. Increased protections by level, 8%. So they're also getting magical protections increased by 28% and by levels by 28%. Absolutely insane. Okay, so items are just going, like, the players are going to be so tanky. They're going to be astronomically tanky. Everybody's going to be tanky. It's going to be really bizarre to see how this plays out. So one of the things I love in the patch notes here is that it even says, oh, so we're instead of nerfing damage, we're going to just increase health. Well, they just went through 2 rounds of nerfing damage. So I don't know about that one, Hi-Rez, but let's keep going. All right, so let's get to the gods. We got Serket is getting a little bit of a buff right now. Her 3rd basic attack and Serket's attack chain now cleaves. Kind of cool. They decreased the cooldown of her Cobra's Kiss from 16 to 14, and they decreased pre-fire animation from 0.2 seconds to 0.1. Woo! Not sure how that's going to really play out. I mean, maybe Serket's mains are going to like lose their mind and just blow a load all over the place, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So Thor is getting a little bit of more of an early game buff. He's getting his Tectonic Rift increased his stun damage. Only in the beginning, though. It kind of tapers back to what it normally was by the end of the game. Xbalanque is getting a crazy buff, like insane. All right, he's getting increased poison damage from 30% to 40%, and he's getting his stun back. Oh my God, Hi-Rez, you did it. You fixed Xbalanque. You gave him his stun back. Give Xbalanque his stun back. Rama's getting a little bit of a increased or a buff here with decreased mana cost of his infinite arrows and increased attack speed on them. He's also getting a decreased mana cost on his rolling assault, so he's going to be a little bit more mana protected here. Niza is getting a righteous spirit buff, so it increased the time before losing the passive from 10 seconds to 12 seconds, and Windfire Wheels is getting an increased in protections, so she will be a little bit more tanky late game than normal. Herc here is getting a little bit of a buff. He's getting decreased cooldowns on his Earthbreaker, so you'll be knocking people up a little bit more. We got Terra, who's getting decreased cooldowns from 15 to 13 on her Force of Nature when she charges forward, and her Monolith is getting decreased mana costs, so that's going to be pretty cool for her, even though I never really had mana issues with Terra, but to each their own. A little bit of quality of life on Sylvanas. He's getting increased cooldown reduction for picking up his seeds from 0.25 seconds to 0.5, so he'll be able to spam abilities a little bit more as long as he picks up those seeds. Baba Yaga is getting decreased cooldown from 14 seconds to 12 seconds on all ranks of her Baba's Brew. And Pele is getting a little change here. Pele is getting increased power scaling from 60% to 70% on her Pyroclast. Iset's getting a little bit of a nerf here with her Dispel Magic. The debuff is going from 30% to 20%, so you won't be as affected by Iset's Dispel Magic. Gilgamesh is getting a couple nerfs here. Shocker, because, I mean, he gets nerfs every goddamn update. But here we go with some more. His dropkick is getting decreased power scaling from 40% to 30%. He's getting decreased physical power scaling, burst damage from 40% to 30% as well. And his hero's advance is also getting decreased movement speed down from 35% to 25%. Unfortunately, my girl Artio is also getting debuffed here. She's getting a decreased max stack from 8 to 6 on her decompose. She's also getting a little bit of a nerf here on her energy surge, where it's increased cooldowns from 12 to a slew of different numbers here, but ending at 13 seconds, so at least a 1 second by the end of the game. She's also getting decreased base damage on her maul prey, so she will now be doing significantly less damage with those bear claws. Cleodana's getting a little bit of a nerf as well, with increased cooldowns from 50 to 60%, and she's getting a decreased base rift damage, so she won't be putting out those kind of numbers that just absolutely melt anymore. Finally, we got Zeus with putting out a little bit of a nerf here with increased cooldown from 10 to 12 seconds on his chain lightning, and he's getting decreased movement speed now, so they're kind of backtracking on that shield thing, but not quite, because he's still keeping some of his movement speed, and he's getting decreased attack speed now as well. So Zeus, who has been just absolutely dominant right now, especially in the pro scene, is getting a bit of a nerf. So with that being said, oh my god, this is a huge update. Okay, the players are gonna have to pretty much relearn all their items and everything that they buy, because the player health is gonna be absolutely insane, and how we go about sieging towers is gonna be even worse because of that 30% pen. It's gonna be tearing through you even with that increased health and protections. So I'm really curious to see how this all plays out. We got some awesome skins coming in this update. We got some awesome content dropping here. I'm excited. This update drops in just 2 days. I'll try and be a little bit more ahead of these next time, so that way you guys will get to see them, hear them, and kind of plan your plan of action on how you guys are going to be approaching the battlefield come the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and until next time, VERVVX, you know how it is.